27 volts, common to Y, 27, okay. Okay, so here's our pressure switch here. Let's make sure we can trace that back through, because one side of it goes to our, well, that'll do it. This contactor was looking a little suspect. Yep. Look like we just have to replace that contactor. Simple as that. Huh. All right. Yeah, we got 28 volts passing through. That'll be our problem. Simple as that. So let's go ahead, get ourselves a new contactor and replace it. Now that we've diagnosed that it is the contactor, what I gotta do is go into Jobber right now. And you guys know I use Jobber to schedule, invoice, quote, send estimates, timesheets, all of that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna create a line item for my dispatch fee. After I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and just add the contactor in there. And Jobber makes it super simple. All you gotta do is just pick your line items, type it in a search bar, you'll find it. Now all I have to do is take this invoice, show the customer, get approval, go through this contactor in, and then I can collect the money on the site or send an invoice via email or text. You can get ACH, Zelle, Tap to Pay. There's plenty of avenues to collect your payment. If you guys are looking for a CRM that is super easy to use, clean interfaces, makes you look a little bit more professional, go ahead and click the link down below. You'll get a 14-day free trial. So I'm gonna go show the customer this now and we'll swap out his contactor. First things first, kill power. All right. And then since I don't want to possibly pop a fuse, I'm gonna take the low voltage off here. That way I have nothing passing through the board down to my contactor. Just always take a photo, you never know. So we got our common side, which is one leg going to the capacitor. We got our run terminal to the compressor. We got our common to the compressor. This is our start from the compressor. This black here is just from our fan relay up here. And that's all we have on the top. And then on the bottom, your fan here. And then just your two line voltages coming in. And then obviously we got our common passing through. And then our Y calls here. So we'll just go ahead and do that and probably end up putting new terminals on these as well. So yeah, simply just broke off the low voltage terminals right here on the coil. So simply just gonna replace that. I'm gonna end up putting a 2-pole on here, a Packard one, just because a little bit heavier duty, a little bit better than what they had here. So, and then what you can do with these little terminals, because you can just simply cut off the spades like that. That's how I like to do it. This was to our fan, so we'll go ahead and give it every wire that has a decent enough terminal a little crimp just to protect it going forward. Make sure she's cute and tight there. So we'll see. Go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these like I said, because I'm not a fan. We'll go ahead and put one on here too. And then as well as one here. That way we get good tight connections with the new. Nice. I'm telling you guys, best wire strippers out there. I know. Get some crimpers. I have a pair in one of my Vitos at home. I just took it out because I had more bags in the bigger van, and this smaller van just kind of can't really have too much stuff in there. But this will do the trick. All right. So we can go put our lows on where they're supposed to go on the sides here. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and restrip these while I'm here. Why not? Just do a little due diligence of that. I can see those wires weren't looking nice, cleaner connection there. I personally like to have the lugs for the compressor directly on top. That way it's nice, tight, a little bit better than the vibration that could be caused here. We can put our fan on now. She's good and tight there. And then I'm gonna go put a terminal for the common side of the capacitor as well and put that up here. That way there's not too much room in this lug. Don't put your DBs on there too hard. Just put it on there enough without, oh, unlike that. Good and tight there. And they got the big boy on here, so I'll use a bigger connector here. Give the old crimpity crimp. Perfect. And now we can go ahead and apply our 24 volts. Contactor pulled in. Now, what I'm gonna do, monitor the system, make sure everything's good as well. And then what we'll do a standard operating procedures, check our amps, okay? We'll check our pressures, and we'll also check this capacitor. He had just recently got that capacitor replaced, but we know it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna put my probes on here. And we'll clean up and get out of here. All right, y'all, let's go conclude today's video. Simple contactor right in front of my face. We found it, we diagnosed it. Again, guys, go ahead and click that link down below. Get that 14-day free trial with Jobber. Trust me when I tell you, you won't be disappointed. Also, if you guys could, smash the like button. Consider subscribing. All my subscribers, y'all already know, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.